Hey guys, welcome back. Um, Literally welcome back. I did have to create a new stream. I'm sorry about that. I'd have to go in later, adjust some stuff. Um, I am in. It's loaded. Um, I'm gonna take a look at some of the downloadable content. Hopefully, it will only take about 5 minutes, if even. But I'm gonna just go through. As usual, as no. Yeah, I can hear it. Y'all cannot. I don't think. Okay, yeah, y'all can't. Ooh, pretty car. And yes, I did just say pretty car because I'm looking at extra vehicles at the moment. Maybe having a little bit of fun. Soapbox racer kit. Universal auto load. Um, see if something is in the game, because if it is, that's gonna help. No. Alright. Career. About 3 hours in, just at the point. Alrighty. Officially, welcome back, guys. It is Dynamite 12. And I've got a few things. Autoload's one of them. Basically, in our silos, telling us how much money worth stuff we have. The goal, if I can do this correctly, is going to be work on oil a little bit, and then after we work on oil, work on our other fields, because the eventual plan, once we get out of debt, is to change the entire location, the entire starting location, remove everything I need to, like completely renovate the starting location once we have enough money outside of debt. Like once we get our debt completely settled and we don't need any more money to pay off the debt, and all the money is going into either machines or other stuff, like once we're actually making an income and not just paying off debt, the goal is to make the starting area that we have primarily all oil production eventually, and then transition all of our field work to the much bigger fields, which, not gonna lie, will, once we get to that point, increase production a ton. But we're not at that point because we need to pay off about $2 million worth of debt first, which seems like a lot, but saying that if I can do what I'm trying to do, we can make passively $200,000 at least per trip with oil, give or take. So 10 rounds of that, we got the debt paid for. Granted, it's going to take some work because we got to transport the oil right across the street to the plant, to the production plant. But yeah, it is December. Let's do this. So we've got $54,000 worth of motor oil. So we've got the current moment. So max value we can sell it for would be 65 grand, almost 66 grand at the moment. We could sell all of the two stuff that's in production, that's actually stored at the moment. We could sell that for currently $62,000. Now, oil production will constantly go up. Oil production I don't think is ever harmed, and that's actually a field. Oil production I don't think is ever harmed, and I've got to take a look at some stuff. Machines area. Okay, so there's that. My question is, where is the stored crude oil at? If I were to take a bet, it's probably right where I left it. Right about here. Through the corner. On the other side. There it is. So that right there is about $55,000–$60,000 worth. Quite a bit of money. Could double what I basically have. Um, I'll go find this. That's full of water. I need to figure out how to empty this. If I can figure out how to empty this of all of its contents. I regret I actually could. Is there something that requires? Okay, it's all straight into. And I can, yay. Not the best dude when it comes to trucks, but detach that. P miscellaneous. Sell that, if that should give us quite a bit of money. Also, like this is tools, vehicles, just to show you off what I got. So, when I said pretty car, it was the Mustang I was looking at. But I've got dirt bike, got the nice pretty Mustang, and got like roadsters. Well, I don't know if these are roadsters, but basically, we've got fun stuff. So, what's this thing's top speed? 209. Nice, which is 100. This isn't. That was in miles per hour. Keep kilometers per hour. That Mustang is the fastest traveling thing on my cars list at the moment. Let's stop talking about cars. Alright. Yes, I have less money. I'm more. Oh dear. Pretty. Okay. Let's go get that trailer. The goal is to potentially. That's not good. The goal is to potentially be out of debt in a few episodes. This episode's gonna be a little shorter than the rest. Possibly. This might be either right. This episode's probably gonna be 1.5 to 2 hours. That's what I'm looking for. I've had this thing for half an hour in total. Alright. My goal. So ultimately, the more. Actually, at the current moment, what is our debt look like? 1.96. Okay. 1.96 million. So that's our current debt. I'll give the rest up to 80 grand. Never mind. I was thinking the more oil plants we can get, the better off we will ultimately be. Granted, that's going to be more meaning to travel back and forth from point A to point B with this tanker, but I'll do it if it means making us money. Alrighty, let's load her up. I've got 2,200 liters in this. I've probably got about a bit more than this. They're about the same actually, which makes sense because I put both of them down at relatively the same time. Alrighty, let's dump the crude oil into here, and if that's done correctly, that should tell it to make motor oil. Now, it is doing what it's supposed to be doing. Photogram mode, flow material, unloading side left, container type all. Control Shift R. Alright. I think, honestly, the difference between this and the bigger ones is that this goes slower, but it also has the spot where I can put the trailer in. I'm just wondering, is it gonna deploy where it's supposed to? That's my main concern right now, is will it deploy where it needs to? If it deploys where it needs to, this is going to be pretty easy to do. I'm just going to load stuff onto here, do what I need, and ta-da. So motor oil's max is in December. Crude oil purchase point. That's the other location. Like, where's the crude oil purchase point? But it's right over there somewhere. Do I have any other things? I'm gonna take a look at the shop. How much do eggs go for? I'm curious. Taking a look at other money making methods, that's relatively $3,000. Okay. About $3,000. Best time to do it would be in theoretically November, which I'm past that. Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to do its thing. I'm in the season of that at the moment. Well, I'm gonna wait for it to produce its first little bit, and assuming it can produce correctly the way I want it to produce, I'm gonna wait till it turns to 6 in the game. And I'll do the rest. Okay, that's bugging me. And there's landscaping, painting. Really? I hate the game. Okay. Because I technically don't own this field, I can't technically fix that. Hate that, but makes semi-sense. Okay, where are you at? Almost half. Alright, well, I'm going to show y'all what I was talking about with converting to oil. So, my current plan at the moment, granted this might change depending on how I see fit, is to have this stream be our border and that road be our border, and convert all basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12 to be oil production, and then have probably honestly buy out this area and use that as main production, because we've got the sell point here and here. This actually, I believe, is a sell point for lumber, if I remember correctly. Holy Jesus Christ, $772,000. How much are you? 470, 680. Okay, yeah, you're the most expensive because you're the largest. So, what's there? I don't know. That looks to be a quarry. Alright, I don't have a personal vehicle, do I? I think I sold my truck. Oh yeah, I got stuck. I think I sold my truck. Yeah, I know I sold my truck. You got stuck. There's an easier way to transport the stuff from the larger version of these, the larger refinery. I would have the large refinery have this set up like this, but yeah, I'm fastened. There. Alright, that's 730. It's gonna take a very slow amount of time, but honestly, I'm fine with that at the moment. If this works, I am fine with that. This is producing quite a bit, and I like it. I will probably honestly use, I don't know. I'll ultimately probably convert this entire area to concrete and have roads here and there. What is it, 800? So what was I using this? Yeah, never mind. Can I sell this? How expensive was that to begin with? I believe that's my harvester. Let's go find it. Yep. I don't know what's over here. What's this thing at? This thing is in the 900s, I want. Board on. Should allow me to travel faster? I don't really know. I don't think it is. Oh, how's in a silo? That's what it is. Oh, and it's snowing. I don't have any winter gear. That's a slight problem if the road starts snowing. It's going to be a slight problem. I might need to get something to clear snow. Oh, cool, train. Yeah, I might need to get something to clear snow. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if this does what I want it to do. Come on, please, 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 please do it. I need you to do this correctly. You're joking, right? I'm gonna try to find the trailer that allows it. I'm gonna see if we can do something. Yeah. Save game. If I can find a mod that allows me to carry items that are extremely heavy, I can honestly, I could do it. Alrighty. According to what I just read, this mod should give super strength, which is what I need. If that is the case, as long as I have everything within walking distance of my refineries, basically have all my refineries in one spot, I should theoretically be able to sell very easily and have very large refineries as well. If I can have very large refineries, I may profit a lot faster. I've just got to manually carry my stuff, which come on, I'm fine with. You're joking. Yes. Alright, let's do this. Construction. Production. Sell point. I'm gonna put you right there. You just saved me probably about half hour's worth of work. $63,000 profit. Move my tractor, and I'm putting a large refinery down. Yes, I just lost quite a bit of work. I'm fine. Construction. Production. Factories. Bank's not gonna like me, but I really don't care. Keep myself, 600,000 just to deal with the extra weather. Because I bet you I'm about to get some challenges from that. Alrighty. Now let's see how fast this place does what I'm hoping I can do very quickly. There goes all my oil. Let's see. Motor oil, activate. There we go, that's what I was needing. Very fast amount of motor oil. Okay. Let's get prepared for this weather. hoping that it doesn't start just snowing. Granted, I can probably travel instead of snow. That'd just be a pain. It's literally 4:30 in the afternoon this game, but I'm gonna try to go to sleep, see if it allows me to skip. It does. Yes, it does. Alrighty. Hopefully it doesn't snow a ton. Well, I don't wake up to seeing snow on the ground. Moment of truth. Wintry look, I'll say that, but no snow at the moment. That personally is a good sign. We've also got a lot of product. Yeah, that's empty. Quite a bit of oil. Gather the oil, and then I'm going to sell the motor oil, and I'm going to work towards that debt. The debt that I am not working towards at all. So, with the super strength, oil is going to be a strong suit by far. I also just realized, can't it technically produce? Actually, can it produce oil? Alright, got the oil from that one. I'm 53% full, so I don't think I'll be able to get all the oil from this one, which is actually a very good problem. I'd rather have this problem than not be able to get full at all. But yeah, let's see. I bet you I'm going to be at 100% before I'm done with this. $7,000, $6,000. 3,000, but you're full. I am. It still has 3,000 liters in it. But yeah, I think that's actually kiloliters, which I don't really ever use. It's still a lot. There we go, now I'm emptying it. All of it. All 32,000 liters going to this facility. I'm just gonna start paying off debt. Alright. She's clear. We got 32,000 liters of fuel. You can call this cheating if you want, but I'm just using resources. Well, not the oil, the super strength. Alright, give me 1 second, and then, yeah, we'll continue. Alrighty. I'm back. This is going to be producing quite a lot. 32,000 liters. Just give me a second while I do some calculations. But 32,000 liters divided by 100 times 1.55. Theoretically, I should get 50 pallets. Theoretically. Afraid it's barred my own accident. Sure. I'm always gonna have about 20,000 in my account because it takes out quite a lot whenever you're doing stuff like this. So that's gonna take a while. Just to check. Okay. I was very confused on why it said I had 1,000 liters. I'm like, no, I don't. Yes, it did. Just not put on. Okay. That should almost be done. Yep. It's like, I think it's $11,000 bucks, but I gotta check that out again. Okay. I'm gonna take a look at it just to. I'm pretty sure it's 11,000 bucks. Relatively. Okay, so at the moment it's selling for about 9,000. That is interesting. It usually sells for close to 11 grand. Paraffin actually is selling the most at the moment. How much is diesel going for? We'll find diesel first. There's diesel. Okay, diesel's cheap. I'm not going for diesel. So the paraffin, or this paraffin's actually going for a bit more, but we'll put it into this at the moment, so I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna speed up time quite a bit. Oh wow, that speeds this up too. But it's speeding up the oil production quite a bit at the moment. Not what I wanted. Slow it down back to, I think I did 10. It's currently January. Alright. Storm 19. Nice. Debt's below 2 mil now. I am happy about that. So if debt's below 2 mil, which I'm happy. And there's the snow. Lovely. How much longer is this supposed to last? Theoretically, in March we should actually be in the new season. Holy moly! Motor oil materials missing. Ah. Are you telling me? You know it's bad when there's motor oil in reserves because it ran out of space. Happy that's a problem we're running into. I'd rather have too much than too little. And supply and demand is quite a bit right now. There we go. I'm gonna get all of this product sold, and then I'll worry about oil distributions. Kind of curious. Well, granted. Okay, so I've got 50,000 liters between the two. Ow, just bit myself in accident. I've got 50,000 liters between the two different locations. Basically, in total, we're looking at 340,000 if sold during its peak months. But at the current moment, $267,000 at the amount that we currently have. Granted, I turn oil into something that's much more profitable. So here's the stuff. Currently is about 9.5, 10 grand per pallet. Each pallet being 1,000 liters. 100 liters of oil goes into 155 liters of this stuff. So I'm getting about 1.5 times what I'm putting in. Which, personally, is a fair deal. If I could just load this all up on a truck, I would. But I don't have a truck that can carry this. Or at least, this isn't set up to where it can auto-load. Because if it could auto-load, I would auto-load it without needing to do the super strength thing. But because it's not auto-loading, I have to do this instead, which I don't mind it, it's just a little extra work for me. But I prefer the way less work, which is this, compared to the way more work, which is getting a forklift, grabbing it, maybe not grabbing it completely, falling off, putting it on a truck and then transporting it, who knows where. $100,000 for profit, I'm okay with that. Alrighty. Let's get in this. Try to hug the wall so we don't go off. Because that would be unfortunate. See if I can cut through here. And I can successfully. Let's see how much I can grab from this. I bet you I'm probably going to be back. No, I'm not going to be fully. I'm probably going to be at 80% from this, but I'm not going to be full from this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to empty these two out completely if that station can't hold it. I'm going to empty these two out, dump the full 50 some odd liters of oil there. After I dump the God knows how much oil. Okay, 77%. That was close. After I dump the oil, almost done. 3, 2, 1. We're full. 32,000 liters of oil. And 10 more. While it dumps, I'm gonna do it. And it's snowing. Lovely. Alright, I'm back. Snows, I don't know how much of a problem that's going to be. I think I'm already feeling effects from this. Snow's going to be probably a bit of an issue. Land sale. Sold product. I am happy to see that Um, this is how much I think we're making. So we've made, currently in February, $288, which is quite a bit. I'll see if I can drain the 1,000 liters out of this, which I know there's much for this. Okay. I knew there was enough for that. I'm gonna drain this and I'm gonna do some cargo. It's gonna be fun. With next month being spring, I'm hoping the snow starts melting. If it melts, yay, because that means less for me to worry about. Because snow is a work hazard. I'm going to turn that to 360 and let's go. I'd say at yay, thank you. Alright, at 1500, I'm gonna slow down time, grab the oil, grab any production that this is gonna off produce, and then very good. There. 1700, way past what I was wanting to do, but and speaking of which, what's the price of oil at the moment? Huh? Okay, about 10 grand. Relatively, give or take. 10 grand per thing of this. That's 60 grand, give or take, right in that one section. Alright, so I'd say about 1800. This is still running on 40,000 liters. How much oil do I have in total? 15,000? I'm gonna wait till morning. If I had closer to 20 to 30,000 liters, I would have gone and sold, or not gone and sold, but gone and transported. But because I don't have that much, I'm just gonna wait. 70 grand worth of product. Nice. I'm gonna park this thing, actually. I'm gonna park this tractor right next to the house, just so I have an easy Alright. No. Alright. So, it's March, officially spring. When does wheat picking season starts in July? Still quite a bit of crude oil. This is full, so I'm happy. So it takes about I'd say about 9.3 thousand, give or take, every month to run full facility. Which, 9.3 thousand makes 400,000 a month. That's quite nice. Bet you I can make more this month because I'm running quite a bit. Imagine how much we could make with like a full, like really large cell run. Like, I have a feeling once we actually start putting all of this stuff into our account and not putting it into limbs and stuff, we're gonna be making a lot. Granted, we would have a lot less debt if I just went with this to begin with, but we know I'm not that smart. Making sure it's selling. Alright, how much stuff do we have? We've got 1.5 mil of debt. 45,000 liters of crude oil. Not that much, but saying that we currently have still 17,000 liters of crude oil in-house, I'd call that a pretty good amount. That actually tells me we use about 7, actually no, I think we use about 40,000 liters of crude oil a night. Which is a lot of crude oil. It's either 30,000 or, 30,000 or 17,000. One of the two. I don't entirely remember what I was at before I went to bed. Before I went to the house and went to go drink that night. Is that selling? Yes, it's selling. Okay. So, I don't entirely know what our start out, what we're relatively doing tonight. So either way, we're making enough crude oil and enough motor oil to do what we need. My calculations will get below 1 mil by the end of this month. Let's finish. Alright, 918,000. Alright, I'm at 1.14 mil. Yeah. So, say that we're making quite a bit. Oh, that's my weight. That's what that was. I'm stupid. Can we make anything with motor oil? I don't think we can. If we were to sell all of our crude oil right now, we'd get $155,000. And crude oil does not sell for that much. At all. Yeah, my number one question. $5 an hour. Okay. Construction, production. Do y'all have any ideas on how to get a higher? Y'all might not be familiar with mods, but does anybody have an idea to? Because farming, yes, it's farming sim, but farming is a bit of a pain to do. Saying that you have seasons and all of that. I'm open to any ideas, even if it introduces small mods, especially actually if it introduces more mods. Does anybody have any ideas to make more money kind of like idly, like oil and stuff? Like with minor work, like I'll put in work, just not farming fields, waiting different seasons, stuff that I can do year round no matter what, that doesn't really involve like basically that I can make easy money, like, or not easy but a bit of money. Preferably not farming. Well, preferably not field farming. I'll do lumber, like lumber and stuff if I have to. Just trying to make some extra money. And I am open to pretty much anything. You say it, I'll tell you if it's open. It probably is. And I'm literally open to any suggestions, so drop them and I'll take a look. If they're not if they're worth my time, not my time, that sounds wrong. If I think they would be really good, I'll try them. I'll say that. Spinnery. What's up there? Grain mill. Just take a look at them. Mods. Road kit? What is this? Huh. Sorry. So the plan is about mid-March, give or take myself just the time. What I'll probably end up doing is continue with oil. Probably next episode we'll get out of debt. Build up our oil here, which I'm gonna try to look up some methods on how to get, like, how to use oil better, if that makes sense. And then I might, possibly, depending on how well it works, buy out this area here and potentially put some animals up here. I'll have to take a look, see if the animals need any specific stuff to run on that I can't just buy, and go from there. So, I hope y'all did enjoy. I know I did. And I will see y'all later. Hope y'all enjoy, and please feel free to comment down below or message me on Discord. If I think I have my Discord on YouTube, I don't remember. Basically, comment down below if any ideas, any mods to help me make some money or help me ease up some stress. I'm down for anything.